Hi there, it's David Donahue from the Eyes of Horus. I have a passion in helping people to learn how to overcome anxiety. And also I have a passion about helping therapists and coaches to really get in touch with the idea of you can overcome anxiety rather than just cope. And so in this short video, I'd like to teach you a technique that you can use for yourself if you have anxiety, or to teach others if you help people with anxiety, so that they have the ability to take back control of the anxiety. Because you see, you can take back control first, and then once you take back control, then you're able to really start to release and overcome the anxiety. One of the things that anxiety does is makes us want to run away. And when we run, we want to be able to make our body basically become small so that we can hide. However, if we want to take back control of anxiety, the way you can do it is by making yourself bigger. Now you might say, is this possible while I'm having anxiety? The answer is yes. Many studies have shown that your physiology will dictate what happens with your mental and emotional state. In 2013, there was a TED talk by a person, Amy Cuddy. And she was a psychologist and a research person who worked on the idea of what we call a power pose. Now, you may never have heard the power pose name before, but if you ever look at characters like Superman, Superwoman, Wonder Woman, Batman, they use the power pose. And what the power pose does is the power pose means that we start to stand tall, start to stand solid in ourselves, balanced. And as a consequence, we begin to feel stronger in ourselves, more in control. And as a result, anxiety just doesn't seem to be able to stay there, because then it's lost the control, because you have created the control for you. And so, to do the power stance, make fists, put them on your hips, put your arms out, shoulders back, head up, your 2 feet on the ground, and be balanced so that you feel like you're really balanced and standing straight on the floor. And as you're standing there, make sure that you're balanced, that you put your weight on both feet equally, and breathe in. And as you breathe out, say, I am confident, like this. I am confident. And really say it with meaning and purpose. Because you see, as you do this, you begin to change your physiology. And as you change your physiology, you will change your mental state, your emotions, your thoughts. You take back control of your anxiety. And it does take a little while to get used to doing the power stance. And the research shows it works. When you stand in the power stance, and especially if you look at yourself in a mirror, and you say to yourself, I am powerful. I am confident. And you say it with meaning, even though inside you may have your heart beating, your palms might be sweating, you might be having the negative thoughts. Rather than taking notice of those symptoms, take control. And when you take control and you do the power stance, the symptoms fade away. Now, one of the things I do suggest to some people is if they're having some anxiety type symptoms, and before they do the power stance, is to simply say to themselves, I'm having anxiety symptoms. That's it. Just acknowledge it. Once you've acknowledged it, then go into the power stance. And when you go into the power stance, really stand tall, look at yourself and say, I am powerful, I am confident. And whatever it is you're about to do, say, I can do this. If it's a presentation, say, I can do this presentation. If it's to go out and socialise amongst some people you don't necessarily know, I can go and socialise. And you're doing this the whole time with your hands on your hips. And so by doing that, you notice the change. You notice the change that can occur in you because you are no longer having and focusing on that anxiety symptoms. Instead, you are taking back control. And as you are taking back control, it means that you now have the way of being able to create the life you want to have. So by taking back control, there are more steps to being able to overcome your anxiety. One of the things I want to do is I want to get the message out there to therapists, to coaches, to people who use hypnosis, that, you know what? Your beliefs control the outcomes. And if you understand how you can help someone overcome anxiety, then you know what? They will overcome anxiety. And so I've got a course coming up, and it's to help hypnotherapists learn about my 6-session to 8-session program on how to overcome anxiety. One that works. So this is David Donahue from the Eyes of Horus, and hope you have a good day. Cheers.